Bro,
What's up, my
brother, how
brother?
you doing, man? What's
We
up?
good, man. Good. We
Nice
good.
to
We
see you,
good.
bro.
Yeah, yeah.
Right here putting
Yeah,
this
see.
work in.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Yeah.
Oh, good, man. Right now, I just got back from the gym. It was a great day. We did a 12-round session with 5 different sparring partners, so everything is going lovely right now, and I'm very, very excited for February 1st.
Is that normal? 5 different sparring partners?
Yeah, it's normal. Well, for me, normal for me. I like to go. I like doing 3 rounds each with the guys, and then another one comes in fresh. So it just keeps me changing my game plan if I need to make any changes in the game plan, and it just keeps me on my toes. Because every guy's coming in fresh, so that's what we've been doing for this. We actually doing for every training camp, but it's been everything has been going amazing up to this point.
That's awesome, man. Was definitely a heated press conference and media workout. I wanted to get some of your thoughts on some of the things that, I think that people didn't really get to elaborate because he was talking in Spanish a lot. And it was funny that you said that, he didn't understand Spanish, but on February 1st, you're gonna understand it English. But he said that, you're gonna need a Cuban coach to be able to beat me before he said that robot cop comment. What do you think about like that Latin nationality type of thing of being the best Latino like heritage? Did you get that from him? Like, you know what I mean? Like what did you get from that? Because I know you understand Spanish.
To be honest with you, I feel like David Morrell, he just talks a lot of bullshit, and at the end of the day, he doesn't even know what he's talking about. He says that I need a Cuban coach to beat him, but he's not even training with a Cuban coach. He's training with Ronnie Shields, so it don't even make sense. But as of me not being ready, I mean, I fought. I've been in boxing 25 years. I've been sparring world champion since I was 14 years old. This is going to be my 30th fight. So I've seen a lot of different fighters. I've seen Cubans, Russians, Ukrainians. I've basically seen everything. You know what I mean? So for me, him trying to make it seem like he's the best fighter I've ever faced, you know what I mean? I don't really think he's all that. I think he's good technically. But once you get hit in the face, like Mike Tyson says, all that shit, all that technical shit goes out the ring. You know what I mean? I've been working for a long time. I've been working on some great combinations that really work with everybody. So I mean, so I'm just looking forward to going there. And as for David Morrell, I'm excited. I don't know, shy away from good fights like this. Actually that motivates me more to go in there. I want to be in a good fight. That shit don't scare me at all. I want, like I said, I really want to be in there and feel like I'm in a good fight. I want to give the fans the best fight that they could possibly see. So hopefully David Morrell comes 100% ready for this fight, and all that shit he's talking, I hope he backs it up February 1st.
Since I've, met you and just seeing you interact, you're very respectful. Obviously, with this situation, he said something about you wasn't respectful to him in the LA press conference. What does he mean by that?
That's what I'm saying. He just says a lot of bullshit. So obviously we're trying to, he don't like me, I don't like him, whatever. But if you guys didn't see that after the LA press conference, after it finished, he came up to me, shook my hand, and gave me a hug. So as for me, he was disrespecting me, I was disrespecting him, but he's the one who came up to me after the press conference. So if you see when we went to this press conference, I went, try to shake his hand, showing him mutual respect. We could go in there, we could talk shit, we could do whatever we want, but as a man, if I'm trying to shake your hand, you better respect me. And that's kind of what happened. He didn't respect me. He didn't kind of made me look stupid in front of all my people, and I kind of had to let him know what time it was. And now this is not, our respect is out the window. At the end of the day, I don't care about respect. At this point, I'm gonna go in there, I'm gonna beat his ass. And I've been working on everything. I haven't left any stone unturned, and I'm 100% ready for this. I just hope David Morrell is 100% ready for this.
So do you feel like, he's faking that, like I'm not scared of you? And in that same thing, do you feel like he fears you? And when do you feel like he feared you? Was it before the push? Because me and Zach, we're talking about like Morell's. Oh, that's the last thing he's gonna remember was that push that you did. So tell me, do you feel like he fears you for real?
No, he 100% he fears me. From the first time I seen him in the press conference, I looked in his eyes, I seen the fear in him. And that's the thing I wanted to tell you. I'm gonna make him uncomfortable from when the press conference started until the fight goes on. That's psychological warfare. That's something that he hasn't been a part of. But as for fear, I know he definitely fears me. But he's trying to sell it to the people like you or everybody else he's doing interviews with, that he's not scared, that I'm nothing, I'm RoboCop. You know, they can say whatever they want. I've dealt with this before. I've dealt with Durrell saying that. Demetrius Andre saying that, Caleb Plant saying that. But when I get in there, what do they say every time after the fight is done? Oh, David Benavidez, he's a great fighter. He's a better fighter than I thought. So as of right now, I've been getting experience, a lot of experience with these great fighters, and I've been keeping the momentum going. So my my confidence is 100% there. I know what it feels like to have a championship camp. I know how it feels like to go in there 12 rounds against a guy. I know how it feels like to excel the second half of the fight. David Morell doesn't know how all that stuff feels. This is the biggest fight he's ever been in. I think the biggest fight he ever was in was when he fought on Terrence Crawford's card, but there wasn't even no people when he was fighting. So this fight is 100%. I'm ready for this. I'm ready for this, and I really don't care to know if David Morell is ready for it. I just know I'm in there. I'm working hard. I'm gonna go in there and do my job, and I'm gonna excel at it as well.
Yeah, like I said before, you're very respectful, and like when he said that you were easy, I could see the big turn up in you. Like, do you feel like that irritates you a lot? You know what I mean? Just not getting that respect after what you already have done in the sport.
Yeah, it definitely does irritate me, but I feel like this is just my life. I've been getting disrespected like this since I was a little kid, before the fights. People say I'm not this, I'm not that, but then, like I said, when I get in the ring, it's a whole different story. So now this is more fuel for me to go in there and really shut his ass up and really show him what a world champion looks like.
So I looked at his box rec. In his third fight, he was scheduled to go 12. He goes all 12. Then in his next fight, they back him up into a 10-rounder. What did you see in that? Because obviously you can see that they were in a rush to move him. But tell me, what did you see in that?
To be honest with you, I've seen the level of opponents that he's fought is, they went from that guy that he fought, which the guy was good. He was all right. I didn't have no problem with that fighter. I think he was a Kazakhstanian dude. He wasn't too strong, but he was a technical fighter. He took care of him. And then the next fight, they put him into a weak ass fight. You know what I mean? So I feel like they're taking care of him a lot. Also, a thing that nobody talks about at all. When David Morell, I think it was his fourth fight, he missed weight like I missed weight. When I missed the 2 pounds and they stripped me in my title, he did the same thing and they did not strip him of his title at 168. So I feel like the people who've been with him have been taking care of it. And everything I'm saying is facts. You could go look and see, because it was around the same time I fought when I lost when I got stripped of my title. So he you know what I mean? He has a good team around him that's been taking care of him, but I feel like these people, they just bit off a piece, and they they can't chew this piece. You know what I mean? They just bit off a little bit more than they could chew. And but hey, at the end of the day, they were calling for this fight. They were confident themselves. They're ready for it. Like I said, you better be careful what you ask for, because I might be there to give it to you.
Mm. How important is it to you?
Sorry, Mel. It's last question, please.
Okay. Then let me make it a good one then. Okay. So David, are you there?
Yeah, right here.
Okay. You said that you know what I mean, he was complaining upon the SNAP program getting tested. Can you talk a little bit about that? Because you elaborated just a little bit that he was making complaints about the testing.
Yeah, so good thing we brought this up. I don't care about, I'm not going in there trying to expose nobody and do nothing. But when he fought, go look at the people he's fought. They said that they did VADA and they did not make David Morell do VADA. There was 2 different fighters that did that. He tried to pull the same shit on me because we're 13 weeks into the camp. And, when I fought Caleb Plant, we had started testing 14 weeks out. Hugo Andrade, 13 weeks out. And so, how is it that this guy's coming up to his biggest fight ever and he doesn't have to do no VADA, and then he's already getting accused of steroid use? I'm not saying he's taking steroids or none of that, but once you're not trying to take the VADA test, it shit looks kind of weird, you know what I mean? And then also he's saying that he's a lab rat because he's getting tested. This is what it is. The fuck? This is clean boxing. We're doing VADA every single week or every other week. Well, if you don't like it, then it's because you're probably doing something, or you're probably a little bit worried that something might come up on these VADA tests. You know what I mean? Me, I've been tested more than anybody in VADA, and that's facts. I've been tested over like 30 times, and I never complained. I never said I was a lab rat, none of this. This guy barely got tested 3 times. He's saying he's a lab rat. You know what I mean? So I just feel like You go look at the fights and go look at the people accusing them of shit. I've never got accused of taking steroids. You know what I mean? And then when you see that press conference, as soon as I said steroid that you guys didn't want to test, that's when Lisa Kuba Sr. got up, started talking shit, and then they walked away. So I don't know. You guys be the judge of that. You know what I mean? I'm pointing the things out, but these people are not going to play me like I'm a fucking idiot. If there's VADA tests, if we're going to do the VADA test, let's do it and let's be.
David Morell, what do you think about that fight? Do you feel like Morell has what it takes to be able to come victorious or be competitive?
I think David Morrell's a good fighter. I think he's still inexperienced in the professional game. Does he have skills? Yeah, he has skills. Is it the best skills? I don't think so, but he has enough skills. Has he fought anybody that ever really pushed him to the limit as a professional? No. So he will find out February 1st though. And David has been with some top fighters, so I think David should come out with the victory.
Do you think it's a stoppage? Do you think it's goes the distance? What do you think?
I really never watched David Morell like that to see what he because no fighter in mind came to mind to be like, oh, let me watch this fight tonight. Let me see who you. It was just like I watch him when he like gets in there with somebody like a real journeyman or something. But he hasn't really even fought one of those yet, so it was kind of like it's tough. But I give him all due credit for he's been calling out David. He's been wanting that fight. He must know something we don't know, and may the best man win. And God bless them both. I can't wait to actually watch that fight. I think it's going to be an interesting fight. I think it's a little too early